Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again. Welcome back to End of a New Beginning. If you guys remember last time, the Italian peninsula erupted into a war over who was going to unify Italy, essentially, and a massive coalition formed up to support Sardinia, Piedmont, including the French, Spain, Switzerland, I think maybe the UK as well. And we're sort of waiting to see what's going to happen if there's going to be another coalition that forms on the other side supporting Sicily and the Papal State, or if they're just going to be left to die alone. We're also preparing for a war between Prussia and France. So Prussia could end up in a position where they want to support Sicily, and the Ottomans actually, because the Ottomans are fighting the UK, and the UK is an ally to France. I would just like to also announce to you guys that I actually officially have a sponsor now. So you should see their logo around some places. I'm pretty proud to have this, and it's actually my first official sponsor. I polled you guys a long time ago asking you guys how you felt about me having a sponsor, and you guys were overwhelmingly totally fine with it. So thank you guys for giving me this opportunity, and thank Voidu for sponsoring me. It's a cool website that you can go to buy game keys for Steam and Origin and a lot of other places. You can get them pretty cheap there. They're having a sale right now as well. So I'd encourage you guys to use my link down in the description if you were looking to buy any Hearts of Iron expansions or anything like that. You can get them for pretty cheap here. Yeah, so the Ottomans are now at war with every UK colony, plus France and the entire coalition to support the northern Italians. So the entire Ottoman army is headed over to northern Algeria, France's colony over here, and they're going over there hoping to occupy it. The French are looking like they are supporting it with reinforcements before the Ottomans are going to get there. Okay, the Papal States, wow, they formed a faction with the Ottomans. Like, top 10 anime betrayals right there. So we could see Ottoman troops on the Italian peninsula supporting the Papal States. And that's not even the country they should be supporting. They should be supporting Sicily, because the Papal States aren't even trying to unify Italy. They're just trying to defend their own sovereignty. Alright, so Tunisia did just surrender to the French and have actually handed over essentially all of their territory to them. Now the majority of the Ottoman Empire's forces are here though, and they will start to push back. Unluckily enough, they did lose a division here. They're almost dead. Prussia also just won their war against Oldenburg, but they only took Bremen, not full annexed them. They've got to be preparing for the war with France that's coming up next. To check casualties, the Kingdom of Sardinia and Piedmont has lost 60,000, the East India Company has lost 10,000, Kingdom of Spain has lost 6,000, and France has surprisingly only lost 1,000. On the other side, the Papal States have lost 42,000, and Sicily has lost 52,000, whereas their brand new ally, the Ottoman Empire, have already lost 9,000. And yes, there are Ottoman troops everywhere now in Papal States territory, working on encirclements against the French. Okay, the Qing Empire joined faction name 4. Does that mean there's a third faction as well that's formed? Oh no, so the Qing Empire joined the Ottomans. Wow, and now they're fighting India, which they are going to lose heavily to. Again, really quick, I would just like to thank my patrons. This episode is brought to you by my patrons, Infinitum Gamer, Jeremy Houston, Samuel Bjornsson, and the Mad King. I really appreciate it, everybody. Alright, so I did just see Sweden got defeated in another war, and Kingdom of Norway was just released. That's actually pretty interesting. I didn't see that before. Sweden, are you gonna keep doing this? Please stop, for your own good. They have a truce with Finland that lasts till next month. Are they going to follow up with that and keep it going like that, or are they just gonna leave Finland alone? Hopefully. So the Ottomans retook most of Tunisia. Oh wow, and there's actually a very large French and Spanish army that's been encircled down here, and it does not look like they are going to get out. Why are there? Okay, those were not ships. That was just the wrong icon. All right, so Prussia did join the faction, and the French Empire declared war on Prussia. This could be either really bad or really good for Prussia. They could take advantage of the fact that France's armies are in other places, not really in the main of France itself, and a large portion of France's army was just defeated in Tunisia by the Ottomans. Yemen also redeclared their old war against Habesh, and they're gonna pay for that one probably. Actually, it looks like the Ottomans are kind of preoccupied with Indian troops over here. So these Yemenis forces actually could do quite a bit of harm, possibly encircle a few of the Ottomans' divisions. So this is kind of like World War Zero in a sense. 1860, there's war on all continents, kind of, except for the Americas for the most part. Really all the Ottomans and France are doing to each other right now is just, they're mostly just damaging each other. The Ottomans are losing quite a lot of divisions in Italy, and the French are losing quite a lot of divisions in Africa. And Prussia can't really help much because they are now caught in this small choke point here. The French, in trying to colonize Indochina, have now also declared war on the Yuan dynasty, which caused them to join Qing's faction and the Ottomans faction and Prussia's faction. But I guess if these guys do capitulate and the Ottoman Qing side does lose, then Yuan will be open up for French annexation. And over in Italy, the war is kind of just back where it started. Alright, so the war is actually spreading to colonies in Africa because a lot of these guys are being declared war on by the Europeans' colonialization. Oh, they left the factions, never mind. Austria has also declared war on Hesse, so they're digging deeper into Germany as well. Looks like the Spanish are trying to defeat Prussia in a battle here at the border, but that's going to be near impossible. And Austria did finally annex them. Well, it didn't take that long, but... So the Austrians are sort of working on uniting southern Germany before Prussia, which is a little bit interesting to watch. It also looks like in Italy, most of France's troops have pulled out and have gone to other places, like Africa, where they're desperately holding. They're also now at war with Beni Abbas, who are assaulting their North African positions as well. And Beni Abbas joined the Ottoman faction, and the Yuan dynasty annexed the Pathay rebellion in China. So this is all part of Indochina now. Also, apparently Bavaria has no army, and they're only working on one division right now. Their army must have been destroyed in their war with Prussia a while ago. They must have all gotten encircled and were killed off in that war. So Austria or Prussia could both easily invade Bavaria and probably annex the whole thing if they really wanted to. The Sioux have declared war on Cheyenne, and apparently the Americans are sending supporters to the Ottomans. The East India Company is really destroying Qing right now. Qing is having such a hard time. Their only divisions are basically a few of their own, and Ottoman volunteers, as well as some other random volunteers that are just trying to keep this situation from getting any worse. But it's not going to get any better. It's going to keep getting worse. And the Qing Empire, it probably will never do good in a war after this. It just isn't really there. It only has 5 military factories, and its divisions are going to be probably halved after this. So Sardinia Piedmont was able to take Naples, which is interesting. That means Sicily's probably on their way out. It looks like their army is nowhere the size it used to be. 7 divisions, no military factories, so they won't be able to build anything else. A lot of their divisions have very, very low supply, and Cheyenne was annexed into the Sioux, so rest in peace, Cheyenne. And there is still war happening in North Africa, may it be pretty small, and actually between French and American forces now, which is crazy. But I'm gonna have to see you guys all next time because it's about time for me to head off. Thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. If you like this, make sure you hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. Thank you to all my patrons who have supported me, and thank you to all the new patrons who will go check out the link in the description. And I will see you guys all next time. Peace.